The true story you are about to hear involves details of a brutal and calculative crimes. Viewer discretion is advised. They were a couple with a future, Cesar Murillo and Maira Hernandez, 6 months pregnant with their first child. In August of 2022, in the quiet plains of eastern Washington, they both vanished without a trace. For over a year, their case was a ghost, the mystery that haunted the local community. Law enforcement searched, but the vast, unforgiving land held its secrets tight. Then in September 2023, a breakthrough. The bodies of Cesar and Maira were found in two shallow graves on a remote ranch. They had both been executed, with the bodies identified. First question for the FBI was, who were they connected to? The answer came quickly. Investigators confirmed Cesar's ties to the local drug trade. This wasn't a random action of violence. It was an organized crime execution. The case truly broke open when a confidential informant from inside a local drug crew came forward. This informant provided two critical pieces of information. First, the exact location of the graves, and the second, the name of the man who ordered the hit, Benjamin Madrigal-Birrueta. Armed with his explosive tip, investigators now had their prime suspect. They used the information to gather evidence, and faced with an undeniable case against him, plus the threat of the death penalty, Madrigal-Birrueta confessed to everything. The detailed work that led to this breakthrough in a story in itself. If you appreciate this level of in-depth reporting, letting us know with a like on the video helps us create more content just like this. With the killer identified, the horrifying why of the crime was finally revealed. In the months before the murders, the FBI was closing in on Madrigal-Birrueta's drug operation. As part of the investigation, they had quickly interviewed Cesar and Maira. Madrigal-Birrueta found that in his word there is only one rule: you do not talk to law enforcement. While speaking to the FBI, the couple had signed their own death warrant. They were now witnesses who had to be permanently silenced. The plan to eliminate them was an act of cold-blooded calculation. First, Madrigal-Birrueta summoned Cesar to the ranch for a business meeting. It was a meeting Cesar couldn't refuse. In the Cartel word, ignoring a summons from your boss is an admission of guilt. He had to go, likely hoping to talk his way out of it. It was a fatal gamble. He was shot and buried on the spot. But silencing Cesar wasn't enough. Days later, they set the second, more diabolical part of their trap in motion. They called Maira. They called Maira with a lie designed to exploit her deepest hope. They told her Cesar was at the ranch and was waiting for her. Believing she was going to be reunited with the man she loved, she drove directly into the hands of his killers. When she arrived, she was executed and buried near him. Him is her husband. An entire family wiped out to protect a criminal enterprise. Benjamin Madrigal-Birrueta will spend the rest of his life in prison, serving 2 consecutive life sentences. But he didn't act alone. Ricardo Orizaba Zendejas is charged as a co-conspirator. He has pleaded not guilty. And this is where the story becomes urgent and is still developing. The serial is scheduled for October 2025. This is just weeks from now. Shocking new details about the inner workings of this crew and full extent of this crime are expected to be revealed in court. What kind of mind can devise such a cruel trap? Neurologists might point to a brain with a broken empathy circuit, a predator who sees people not as souls but as problem to be eliminated. And with a trial just round the corner, we may soon learn just how deep this conspiracy goes. We will be covering the revelations from the trial as they happen. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our follow-up on this developing story.